everyone, my name is Amber. Welcome back to my channel, Amber Reads Romance. Today I'm going to be going over my TBR for the month of October. I'm really excited by October's read so far, but there are two different readathons that are going on in the month of October that I want to participate in. So I wanted to kind of figure out my bingo boards and see what I'm going to do for each of these readathons. So a lot of the books are centered around that. Some of them I don't know if I'll fully get to, which I'll go over what I'm doing. And I hope that you guys are going to be participating in these. There is the Monster Mash Readathon. I think that's going for 10 days. And then we have the Novella Readathon. I've done the last two, had such a fun time doing those. And this is, I think, the third one. But it's more like centered around spooky times, you know, Halloween time. So should be fun. I think it's just a week that one's going on. So I'm going to go over those reads that I have, and then also some arcs or hopeful arcs and new releases that I hope to get. So we'll go ahead and dive right into these. I do want to start off with the arcs. I do know for sure that I did get the arc for Julia Wolf's new release, These Two Wrongs. I got the arc for the previous book. I think this is the Savage Academy. I might be wrong on that because there was a Savage U series, and I think this is the Savage Academy now. But I love the Savage U series. I enjoyed the last book. I think I gave it like 5 stars. I honestly don't really know anything. I haven't paid attention to the blurb of this new release. I just knew I wanted to continue with the series, and I'm really thankful I got the arc for that one. So super excited. Then I got the arc for Hot Shot by Marissa James. I've actually never read Marissa James, but I've been following her on Instagram, and I've really enjoyed her posts, and she seems really amazing. So I tried to get the arc for that one. I believe it's going to be a hockey romance, if I'm remembering correctly. But I just got the arc for that one. I believe that's releasing October 25th. Oh, and the Julia Wolf book is going to be releasing October 5th. So I don't think I'm going to get this. I did try to get Elsie Silver's new release and the Chestnut Spring series, which is Hopeless. I didn't get the last one. So I don't really know if I'm actually going to get this one or not. But either way, I'm going to still plan to read it because it should be releasing, I believe, in October. And then this is the big doubtful one. I don't know if I'd even get the arc, but this book keeps getting pushed back. But I got an email saying that Carrie Ann Cole's new release should be coming out, I think. Oh, I didn't put the date down. But it's supposed to be coming out, I think, the end of October. So I'm hoping that it is actually coming out this time because it was supposed to be last month. Then I got pushed back again. So we'll see if it's released. And I don't know if I'll really get the arc for that. I've never tried to get an arc for Carrie Ann Cole, and it's pretty competitive right now with arcs. So I would love to get this arc, and I would love to get Elsie Silver's, but, you know, I don't have as big as like a following, so it's totally understandable when I don't get these arcs. Then I want to go over the buddy read that we have for Bestie Book Reviews, bookmarked by Jen and myself. Our next buddy read, we're going to be reading Kill Switch by Penelope Douglas. This is the 3rd book in her Devil's Night series. So I believe we're going to be doing it on, I think it is October 21st. We'll have stuff come up soon because it's going to be on Bestie Bookmarks channel, and we're doing a different day. It's like a Saturday this time because of our schedules and everything. So hopefully that'll give you enough time to kind of like, if you haven't read this series yet, read the first 2 books or just read this one. But I think you definitely need to read the first 2 to get Damon's story. I haven't read Kill Switch yet, so I'm super excited to finally read it because Damon is like the villain, but there's so much more to him, I think, that you discover in the 2nd book. So I'm really excited to see his book. So we're going to be reading that for our buddy read. Okay, so now I want to dive into the readathons. So the first readathon is the Monster Mash readathon. I think Hannah Backwell put this on. I know Jen from the Book Refuge is going to be one of the co-hosts. I'm a huge Book Refuge fan, so I loved her video. She put a video. This is going to be like a lot of monster, kind of prompts on the bingo board. So I know she put out a video with like 80 plus, like a lot of monster recommendations, which is amazing. But so I think this goes from the 1st through the 10th. I may be wrong on that, but I do know it's 10 days. And I wanted to try and do the hard bingo board where it's already made for you, so it's not like a build your own or anything. And neither the bingo boards are build your own bingo boards. They're already set. But the hard one I'm going to try and do, I'm only going to really try for one bingo because this is 10 days and I'm not going to be able to read enough books to hit all the prompts in this bingo board. So for sure, I'm going to read the books that'll hit the hard one bingo, maybe 2 bingos on that board. But there's also an easier board where it puts like the same prompt multiple times. And so if I can get through more books, I'll try and black out that board. But honestly, it's 10 days. I've been kind of having a hard time reading this week, as alone as it is. So I don't know if I'll get to all these books. But so the ones that for sure I'm going to read and I need to get through so I can do my bingo on the hard board is going to be Jewel of the Sea, which is by Tiffany Roberts. This is going to hit my tentacles prompt. I read the first book in this series and it's, I actually really loved it. It's like a romance with the Kraken or whatever. And I don't know, Tiffany Roberts just is able to do these weird kind of monster alien romances really well. And so I'm going to go on to the second book in that one. Then I'm going to read the first book in the Mate Games. I was supposed to read some of these books. I was supposed to read in September. But then when they announced this Monster Mash Readathon, I basically paused those and I put them into this one because they were going to hit certain prompts. And so I thought I would postpone them for the Monster Mash Readathon. So Mate Games is one of those books. This is a reverse harem. This will hit the academic prompt. And it's like, I think it's got like shifters and different things. I'm not totally sure. I don't really know a lot about the series. But I do definitely want to read it. And it'll hit like, it could do reverse harem, white shoes prompt on the easier board. And then also the academic on the hard board that I'm going to try and do. So excited for that. I need to read a reverse harem. I haven't read one in a while, so definitely excited. Then I'm going to read Grimm and Barrett. I was supposed to read that this month in September, but I decided to put it off for this because it'll hit the Grim Reaper prompt. And this is the last book in the Stay a Spell series by Juliet Cross. And this is the couple I've been waiting for. I'm so excited for this. I love the Grimms in this series. And there's a lot of kind of mystery surrounding Henry. And so I believe it's Henry. And so I'm really, really excited for that one. Then I'm going to read Hollow's Grove. This is going to hit my On Halloween prompt. And it is by, I think it's Lee Jaco. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm butchering it. But they, this author did a really good one. When I read the Novellathon last time, they did a really good, I think it was a Valentine's Day one. And I loved it. So this is another novella and it's on Halloween. So I thought it'd be perfect and easy to get through. Okay, and then I'm going to do King Cobra, which this is by Naomi Lucas, and this is going to hit the snake prompt because this is a Naga series. I read the first one a long time ago, and I don't know why I never continued with the series. It is a little weird. I mean, this is Naga. It's like half humanoid, and snake. So there's that. So I'm going to finally read the second one and see if, I'm going to enjoy it, maybe even more than the first one. We'll see. So these are kind of my hopeful that I'm going to try and read, because that will give me, I think those first ones will give me like the bingo that I need. But some of the other ones that I want to try and read is Black Lily, and this is another Juliet Cross book. I've been really meaning to read this, and I believe it's like a vampire series. And it is on Anyplay. So I'm probably most definitely going to be hitting this one for sure, because it's on Anyplay. I can listen to it while I'm at work. So I definitely want to hit that one. That will hit like the vampire, obviously the vampire prompt. Then I have Wed to the Orc, and this is by Layla Faye. This is a novella, so hopefully I can get to this. It's a pretty quick read. I think it's like 100 pages or a little over 100. And it is going to obviously hit the orc prompt, and since it's a novella, hopefully I can get that in. Then we have the Gargoyles Captive. This is Katie Roberts' series. Obviously it's going to hit Gargoyle, and it's a novella. So I'm trying to get some of these novellas in there so I can get through more. I read the first one, which was like the Dragon's Bride, but I heard a lot of bad things about the one that's like the Kraken, and so I just am skipping that one. So then we have The Coven by Harper L. Woods, and I heard that this could cover demon or devil demon kind of thing. I'm not sure. Maybe they make a deal with the demon. I have no idea. So, and I found, oh no, that one is not. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I thought it was on Anyplay. It's not. So that one I'm hoping to get to. The Four Psychos is the one that's actually on Anyplay, and I believe it's a novella. And this is by Christy Cummings, and this is going to hit the ghost prompt for me. So I'm interested in that. And I think it may be a reverse harem too. So that helps. Then the last one that I want is Win. I'm currently reading the third book in the Monster series by Lily Mayne, and this is like a quick novella, supposed to be, where it's from Win, who is the soul eater, his perspective, and I think it's like his story on trying to get them immortality, I think. So, because these monsters are falling in love with like humans that obviously have short lives. So I think that's what happens in this. But I love Soul Eater. That was a 6-star read for me, so I would love to get something from Wynn's perspective. So those are what I have for the Monster Mash. So again, that's quite a bit for 10 days. It depends on how productive I am or how stressed out. I don't know if I'll get through all those, but for sure, I at least want to get through the first ones. Okay. So now for the Novellathon, I have Hollow by C.M. Nacosta. That is the group book. And it's obviously all these are novellas. And then his Darkest Craving by Tiffany Roberts. I love Tiffany Roberts, as you can see in this video, rec. And so I do want to read this one. I don't know a lot about it, so going in blind. And then I have Midsummer by Alethea Frost. I actually got this in the Kindle one day giveaway, or not giveaway, the Kindle whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I'm out of it. Anyways, this is going to be I believe a shifter, but it's like with a bear. And I think it's a sapphic romance. I'm not positive. And then I have Craving the Alien Vampire. This is going to hit vampire, but it's also aliens by Rose Singh. And I'm excited for that. Then I have Scream for Us by Molly Dale. I've heard a lot about this. I think they wear like masks. It's multiple guys, I think. So should be fun. And then the last one I have is A Witch's Pumpkin Spice Love by Gemma Evans. This could cover quite a few prompts, because some of the prompts were like has fall colors, has a fall beverage, all that kind of stuff. And then it's also witches. So excited to read that. Okay, so that is what I have for the Novellathon, the Monster Mash Readathon, and then obviously my buddy read and ARCs. So now the rest of the books are kind of like what I want to read. That's outside of that, obviously. The first book I got to bring up is Vanquish by Pam Godwin. We read Deliver from Pam Godwin for our buddy read, and it was amazing. And I was like so excited and intrigued by Van. I mean, he's messed up. He's kind of like the bad guy in that book. And, you know, it's going to be his love story. And, you know, things are revealed and there's just a lot more to him. And he's got a lot of damage. So, you know, I'm going to love that. So I'm really excited because I saw it on Audible for free, like with your Audible membership. So I'm going to be listening to that on audiobook. And then I have, I'm really excited because I finally joined Jen's Patreon for the Book Refuge. And she does like a monthly like Patreon exclusive review of a book. And she picked my favorite kidnapper. And I think this is like a captive. And it's like a cuter, more contemporary one. I'm used to reading my captive, you know, mafia romances. So I think this will be a nice change to see if this is good. Then I want to read Come With Me and Here With Me by Brooke Montgomery. I've been seeing this everywhere. I believe Come With Me is the like novella, like kind of like a prequel. And then Here With Me is a boyfriend's dad, I think. I think that's what I saw. And I know that people have been blowing this up. It's getting a lot of hype, like on Instagram and stuff too. So I really, really want to read this. And you know that I am a sucker for boyfriend's dad. I don't know why. I freaking love it. So, and I think it's got more of the small town feel to it too. So I'm really excited and can't wait to read those. Then I'm continuing on with my Reena Kent backlog here. I'm going through her books to try and get to the current ones and reading it in her order. So I read the first 3 books in the Elite Kings, or is it the Elite series? I can't remember. But it was like the Deviant King, Steel Princess, and Twisted Kingdom. I did a vlog on those. Had such a great time. Now I'm going to go on to Black Knight by Reena Kent. And this is going to be Aiden's best friend. I'm kind of nervous for this one because he was kind of a douche and asshole and like bullied Elsa's best friend in that and like kind of picked on her, and she was kind of like a curvier girl. So we'll see if I like it. I'm not sure because within 3 books we still don't have we don't even have an idea of like why he hates her when they grew up together and they were like friends. So we'll see. And then I'm going to read Fractured Souls by Novellathon. I'm just absolutely loving this series. I think it's such a fun, easy to read mafia series. They're a lot shorter, you know, they're like under 300 pages. So they're quick to get through, and I've been enjoying every single book. So I can't wait to read that one. And then I am going to finally read No Tomorrow by Carrie Ann Cole. I see this come up on so many people's like book boyfriend or top book list. And I know it's like super angsty. So I've always been kind of nervous to read it. And so I'm going to read this one finally. I might be doing like an angsty reads vlog. And maybe that'll be part of it. I don't know. We'll see. And then I'm going to read Keeping 13. Right now I'm trying to read Binding 13, but I had a migraine all week, so I was listening to an audiobook, so I haven't been able to like keep up with it. So hopefully I'll finish that this week, and then I can read Keeping 13, which is the second part of that duet for that couple. I mean, it's a series, but the first 2 books are on that same couple, and it's a lot of pages. I think they're both over 600 pages. And it's on one couple. And I'm like at 55% and there's like nothing happening with them yet. But I'm still enjoying it. So hopefully I will love that book too. It's a lot more character driven, which I'm enjoying. So then I have Mother of Death and Dawn. I'm hoping to get to these last 2. I don't know if I'll get to these during my month because already it's a lot of books. But I need to finish Carissa Broadbent's series. I love Tisana. I love that the second book was a 6-star book. I almost said 2. I'm out of it, you guys. Anyways, the second book was a 6-star read. I freaking loved it. But these are pretty thick fantasy reads and they require my focus. So sometimes I end up putting it off when I shouldn't. So I need to get this third book done so I'm not forgetting everything that's going on in this world. And then I have Luca Vitiello. I think I have the book right here. I need to get that book done. It's like, I think my last book I need to read out of Cora Riley's, Bound in Blood and Comora Chronicles kind of series. Cause I do want to do a video like going into Cora Riley's series. So I need to get that one read first before I can do that video. So I hope I can get to that this month. I think it's also on Anyplace, so I might listen to an audiobook if I don't have time to physically read it with all the other books that I have. So it's quite a lot of books for me. I'm hoping I don't get too overwhelmed with these readathons because with the readathon, like I think doing the 1 through like 1st through the 10th, like I also have to get that Julia Wolf arc done within that time. So that might kind of mess up what books I'm able to read for that. So hopefully I can get to that quickly. So thank you so much for watching this. Let me know if you're going to be participating in the Monster Mash or the Novella Readathon. It's going to be such a great time. I can't wait. I've already put together my little bingo board and I hope that I can do well on this. Thank you so much for watching this. As always, please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.